So we're talking about the Climats of Burgundy, and we're going to go to the far north of Burgundy, almost out on its own, Chablis, which has a break from Côte de Nuit and is up almost where Champagne is in France. It's the furthest north and obviously the coolest region within Burgundy. Chablis is it's very unmanipulated in its style because of the fact it sits on this gorgeous limestone soil, which is full of sort of marine fossils from a time when the whole area was underwater. They have different areas of marine fossils. Some of the soils are called Kimmeridgian clay, which is where the best sites, the most intense minerality comes from. There's also Portlandian clay and then other limestone soils within the Chablis region. This wine we're tasting is from Louis Michel. Louis Michel Chablis is now run by Guillaume Michel. Guillaume is the latest generation. He believes very much in minimum intervention and letting the soils talk. Chablis, after all, is very terroir driven. So he uses only stainless steel and no time on the lees and just allows the vineyard to talk. He does use wild yeast, believing that the intervention of the wild yeast gives an expression from the vineyard as well. Let's taste this wine, see what we think. Immediately you're struck by the sort of stoniness of the fruit. Green apple, citrus, but there's a stony core that runs through it. No oak. There's a dairy note, and the acid curls around the outside of your mouth in a gentle way, showing you that you're getting lactic acid rather than malic acid. And this is because most producers in Chablis use malolactic fermentation to soften the wine and add another little bit of complexity into it. It's very traditional for Chablis to have malolactic, and that's why people talk about dairy notes of sort of milk and butter when they're tasting Chablis. But the finish, I think the length, the stony finish, it's very fine, very elegant, not particularly outgoing, but it's very long and sustaining. And you can tell that even though this is only a Chablis AOC, which is at that bottom of that pyramid, it's going to last for a long time to come.